Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today I've kind of got a response to my buddy Jake from Bearded Gear, his open tag on what do I look for when I am buying a knife. And you know, he did his video, man, it's probably going on, probably close to 2 weeks now. And I've seriously, him and I were talking about it when I watched his video when he put it out, and this is one I really wanted to do, so I had to think about it. And I've been thinking about it for this long. And yes, there are certain things I look at or look for when I'm buying a knife. But it's not always the same thing, if that makes sense. I mean, yes, starting out, I'm going to talk about value. Yes, I am always looking for a good value when I buy a knife. To me, you know, these little Rough Riders, to me, they're one of the best value knives out there on the block. No, they're not super whammadine materials. This is actually micarta, which isn't too bad. For a $15 knife, you're talking 440A blade steel. But it does have a micarta handle. And it sells for 15 bucks. To me, that's a pretty darn good value. And I don't mean like cheap. I don't mean find the lowest priced knife you can find. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when the materials equal or are close to equaling the price that you pay, then yeah, that's a good value. Now, that's not going to be the same for every person. Because for me, I don't need, or I don't hunt for the latest and greatest super whammadine steel out there. Your Rex 45s or whatever the case may be. That's not what I look for at all. You know? Hey, if there was a Rex 45 knife selling for 50 bucks, I'd probably buy it. Because it's one of the latest and greatest steels out there. It's not going to happen, but you know what I'm getting at. But, and this, I mean, now this is the traditional side of the house. So we've got this one. You guys know I love my Rough Riders. There's no question about that. But here's another example. The ARB Centros. Now you've got G10, D2 blade steel. And they're selling for, what, right around 35 bucks? To me, for what I get in that knife, that's a good value. It's a really good value. It's got a nice finish done to the blade, nice little stone-washed finish. And you get a decent amount of material. Actually, my buddy Carlos, DCS, Daily Carry Solutions, he just did a really excellent video on blade ratio, blade to handle ratio, and what you're actually paying for, because, you know, in truth, that's the part of the knife we use right there, the blade. Yes, we have to have the handle to hang on to and everything, but he makes some really good points, and it's very interesting. I just had to throw that out there because it's a really, really good video. Y'all should check it out if you get the opportunity. Daily Carry Solutions. But for what I get in this knife, that's a great value. It's simple. I mean, there's no weight relief. There's not a lot of the little special extras that go into it. That may make the price rise, but that's okay. I don't need that in this knife. This knife is going to do exactly what I bought it for, and I'm probably going to get my $35 out of this knife over and over and over. So value is something that definitely that I do look for when I'm buying a knife. Is it something I look for every single time? No. No, not at all. Well, you guys know the knives that really draw me in, you know, as far as style. Yes, there is a style that I like. And the simplistic, it's a simple drop point blade. That's probably my favorite blade style. Nice, simple handle. There's not a lot of frills. I mean, it's got that nice bronze, color on it, but it's a simple knife. And that's what really draws me in. And I do look for that. I do look for the simplicity in knives sometimes, because to me, the simplicity, the beauty is in the simplicity of a really, really well-made, simple knife. And the Smash Drop Laconic Okeen, it fills that want, or fills that, it's not a need, it's a want, because it's what I like. Now, can a knife be simple and fun? Sure. Look at that guy. This knife fills a whole gambit of things that I may look for in the knife at times. The carbon fiber is fantastic. It's beautiful. It's from my favorite designer. That blade shape is nice and simple. And it's kind of fun with that dual detent. I sit here and play with this knife all the time because it's just fun. And fun can definitely be something that we look for in a knife. Is it one of the big things that I look for in a knife? No. No, not at all. Another little fun knife. The Damn Design Jinn. DJINN. It's a fun little front flipper knife. Is this knife going to be able to do everything that this knife does? Well, no, it's not. It doesn't have as substantial as a blade, but sometimes I just look for a fun knife to mess with and to carry. And a knife like the little Jinn here definitely fits that bill. It's a little fun little flipper, man. Fun little knife. What else is something I look for in a knife every once in a while? Weight. Weight, yes. Will I carry a 5-ounce knife? Yeah. Depends on what I'm doing. Do I prefer to carry a 5-ounce knife? No. Do I go out and seek a 5-ounce knife? No. But a knife like the Bug Out, I do look for lighter weight EDC knives sometimes. And the Bug Out fits that bill perfectly. It's lightweight, it's low profile, it's extremely easy to carry, and it's fun. It's definitely fun. It's got a good blade steel on it, so it's going to last. You're talking S30V here. So it can fit quite a few different categories. Is it a good value? It's not bad. I think it's an alright value. You might not. You could ask, I may say yes, somebody else may say no. This is just what I look for in a knife. Now, something that's going to be completely, not completely different, but a knife like this. The Damn Design Wraith. Is it simple? No, I wouldn't call it simple. That awesome red marble carbon fiber, that's not simple. There's a lot going on there. The blade is kind of simple. It's not too bad. It's got a nice swedge across the top. But sometimes I want something a little different. With a little pizzazz, we'll say. I like that word, pizzazz. With a little pizzazz. Something different. Not necessarily out of the ordinary. But the one thing that all these knives have in common is their knives. They do their job. That knife does its job. Oh, there it is. This knife does its job. So, what do I look for in a knife? Well, there's quite a bit of variety on that table right now. So yes, I do look for value sometimes. I look for simplicity sometimes. I look for fun sometimes. I look for value, fun, and lightweight all at the same time. But the main thing I look for is, will the knife do what it's made to do? It doesn't have to be Rex 45 steel to do what it's supposed to do. Or M4 or any of those super steels. It doesn't have to be that way. Just some people, and some people, and trust me, I'm not dogging people that like that stuff and collect that type of stuff, because if that's their thing, terrific. That's awesome. There's people that try to get every Sprint Run Spyderco that comes out, no matter where, who, how, or where it comes from. That's awesome. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But to me, what do I look for in a knife? If the knife does the job that I want it to do, then you know what? It's a pretty good knife to me. Are there knives out there that do their job but aren't the best made? Yes. And those knives come in and they probably don't stick around too long. The ones that do their job well, and are fun, then those are going to stick around. They're going to be with me for a while. Guys, I like knives. I just like knives. Do I like some knives better than others? Of course. But as long as a knife is going to cut and do what I want it to do. And the biggest thing, when I say do its job, pretty much any knife is going to open a letter, cut some cardboard, cut some string. In my case, rope at work. I cut a lot of rope at work. As long as the knife does those things, then that's what I'm looking for. And, truthfully, pretty much any knife out there will do that. Will it do it as well as some others? No. Will it do it for as long as some others? No. But if you keep your eyes open and look around and see a whole different gambit of knives, you can have a whole lot of fun. And that's what I really look for in a knife. Does it do its job? Can I have fun with it? What more can you ask for? Well, let me rephrase that. What more can I ask for in a knife? So there you go, Jake. That's my response. I know it's probably not exactly what you were looking for, but it's true. That's what I look for in a knife. I want it to do its job and do it as well as it can. And everything else is a moot point, honestly. Yeah, do I like red knives? Sure. Do I like the cool carbon fiber? Yeah, sometimes. Do I like the value? Of course. Who doesn't like value? But if it cuts well, operates well, you know what? It's a pretty good knife in my book. But there you go, guys. Thanks for listening to me ramble on for the past 15 minutes. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. You know I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.